so shaky right now that I can't even hold this phone steady enough. So let's try this again. Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome to 2016. I'm Amanda Johnson, and I'm back with another Thoughtful Thursday for you where I offer tips, tricks, and insights to help you love the life you have so you can have the life you want. And I am wanting to talk to you today about setting soulful intentions and specifically share the intentions that I have set for myself and then give you a little insight into how you can do that for yourself. So every year, and I talked a little bit about this in the last few Thoughtful Thursdays, how important setting intentions has become for me and how it has absolutely transformed the way I look at a new year and the way that I reflect on a past year and the way that I am supported and guided in everything that I do. So as I was feeling into 2016 and going through my process to set myself some of these soulful intentions, here's what came up for me. I noticed that there were some themes or motifs that were emerging from the different feelings or experiences that I was desiring to have more of or that I was desiring to have in 2015. Some of these were authenticity, stability, confidence, capability, feeling worthy, being acknowledged and supported, and also feeling, really genuine. And as I looked at some of these words and I started to play around with them to see how they fit together and what were the common themes that were standing out to me, I landed on 3 intentions for myself. And those intentions are to playfully own my power, offer my truth, and organize my life. And I just want to break down what each of those mean to me so that you get a little bit more clarity as to why I would have chosen those after feeling into some of the words that emerged for me and how they're going to support me in the new year. So to own my power, this for me is all about radical self-responsibility, that I am capable, that I am worthy, that I am confident, and I am the only one who can show up that way in the world. Nobody else can do that for me. I get to do that myself. I get to own that and to be in my power. So as I'm going through 2016, one of my guiding forces or guiding lights is going to be reminding myself to really be responsible and to be empowered in everything that I do, because it's all up to me. To offer my truth. Now that one has more to do with me being really authentic and really genuine in everything that I do, everything that I create, everything that I say, and to be sure that it's coming from a place that is true and authentic to who I am. And so this is going to guide me as I write articles or share blog posts or create programs or talk to my family or share information with a friend or a loved one. And so I look forward to how this is going to continue to show up in my life this year. And my third intention is to organize my life, and that is to help me create some more stability. Even though I may be more nomadic this year, or I don't know where I'm going to land permanently, I can still create stability through the organization and through setting up some routines or some rituals or practices that help me feel more stable and organized as I embark upon this year of a lot of uncertainty and a lot of unknowns. And I added the word playfully to this because I want to do all of these things in the spirit or with the spirit of playfulness and recognizing the joy of just being all of these things and not feeling like I have to do more or fix anything or work harder, but rather really play with how I show up in these ways for the rest of the year. So I'm really excited to see how 2016 is going to continue. And if you are interested in setting your own soulful intentions, then let me give you a quick breakdown now, and then I'm going to direct you to my previous seminar where I go through this in much more detail. But basically, you're going to start by listing out all of the things that you accomplished in 2015 and some of those things that you didn't get around to that maybe you'd wanted to do or had hoped to accomplish. Once you have that list, then you're going to find out what was the feeling that you were going for. What were you experiencing when you did this, or what were you hoping to experience by doing something? So you're going to start asking yourself some questions around what you felt when you accomplished it, or what you might have felt had you accomplished it. Then you're going to take a look at all those words, those feelings, those experiences, and you're going to see if you find some theme or motif start to emerge. And then finally, you're going to play around with finding some action words that can really serve as your intentions, more of the how you plan to feel or experience those things more in 2016. And this is where you get to be creative and play and see what words come up for you. Now, like I said, if you'd like to get the more in-depth version of that and actually go through this process yourself, I do invite you to watch my Setting Soulful Intentions seminar. I've included the link below this video, and you can find your own soulful intentions. Now, as always, I would love to hear from you. What are some of your intentions for 2016? And how did you go about finding them? I always love to hear how other people do this process for themselves, and I think we can all learn a little something from one another and feel inspired as this new year kicks off. And if by any chance one of those intentions happen to be something around learning to fully love yourself for who you are, or embrace where you are in this moment, or trust that you are enough just the way you are, then I invite you to come on over and check out my online Being Good with Being You program. Registration is open and the portal goes live on January 11th, and I would love to have you join me. I've also included the link for that below this video. So with that, I would love to say thank you for taking a few moments out of this first week of January to just drop in with me. And I want to remind you as you go about the rest of your week that it is not about being more or being better. It's about being good with being you. See you next week. Are you ready to release your self-judgments, expectations, and attachments? Then I encourage you to learn more about my online course, Being Good with Being You. Registration is open. Don't live another year living under the shadow that who you are isn't okay. Learn to be good with being you. Go to www.amandajohnson.tv to learn more.